Yo, what's up with everybody, man? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all, indeed? Welcome if you're new. Welcome if you're new. What's up with everybody, man? What's good with y'all, indeed? If you're new here, welcome. If you are new here, welcome. What's up with everybody, man? What's good with y'all, indeed? What's good with y'all, indeed? I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here before I get started. What's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all, indubitably? Yo, what's up, Hassie? This first one is gonna be a little bit more grounded in wildlife, but it's an animal that I haven't done on live in a minute. It's definitely something that I haven't done on here, and it's been a nice little minute. It's gonna make for a nice little change. It's gonna make for a nice little change. Welcome though. What's up? What's good with y'all? You find something that's not. All right. Now. Yo, what's up, Sharks? This is I woke up at like 5 a.m. from a nightmare. Oh yeah, bro. No sleep. Yo, what's up, DAG? No sleep. I ended up taking like a nap a little bit earlier, so this might be like a longer one. If you're new here though, welcome. What's good with everybody? This is as I was saying before, this is an animal that I feel like I haven't really done on one of my lives in a minute. This first page is gonna be a lot more wildlife oriented. This first one's gonna be more. It's 3:57 in the morning for you right now. Oh yeah. It's pretty late, man. It's pretty late indeed. But I know how it be though. Like the late night, like when you kind of just like up. I think there's something about the late night that just hits way different. You start so fast. Well, I try to move with these. You can't really overthink the process too much. I think it's better to just go ahead and try to go back, draw whatever you're trying to do. The longer you take, the more you don't want to run the risk of overcomplicating it, you know? You don't want to overcomplicate it. Because the moment you start overthinking stuff, especially with something like this, stuff might not make sense the way you need it to. Yo, what's up, Minty? Definitely want stuff to make sense. Kind of what I was getting at before. The more that you ponder on some of these designs, the less sense that it may make. It's good, indubitably, though. If you're new here, as I was saying before, welcome. What's up with everybody, man? Panther, you're probably right. Is it a panther? What is the theme for this page? This one's gonna be wildlife. I don't want to outright say what it's gonna be just yet, but just tell me whatever you think it's gonna be. A lion? I'm seeing a lot of lions. Yo, what's up, Andy? What's good indeed. I just not got on here, by the way. Like I'm like literally just now sitting down at my table and getting on. I had a couple of ideas that I was thinking, but this is gonna be something that I sat on for a while, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make the page a little bit more grounded in this lane of gorilla. Yeah, nah, not quite. It's really a lion. Where's Team Panther? A bear? No. If this was a bear, it would be a little bit more. Like bears have certain distinct features, but that's not what I'm going for this one. I won't even lie to you. This isn't quite a bear. Not in that sense. Not in that sense. It's something entirely different. Something to do with the cat family. You think it's a cat? It could be. You gotta let me bring him to life. Whatever he is. Big cat of some type. A panther. A tiger. Which team are you on? Yeah, tell me whatever you're leaning more towards. I mean, a guess don't hurt. Just tell me whatever you think it might be. What's the worst that could happen with a guess? You end up being wrong. You gotta tell me whatever you think you see. I don't know, a dinosaur, bruh. E.T. Nah. Snake. A panther. whatever he may be, whatever he may be, whatever he may be, he's definitely an animal. Whatever he may be, just know that he's definitely an animal. I was thinking that I wanted this page to be a lot more just grounded in wildlife. You know, it just to kind of kickstart. I wanted to kickstart the night strong. To whatever he may be. It's a lion, a kangaroo. I wanted to start the page off strong. Some of y'all gonna be disappointed though. Some of y'all are very right. Some of y'all are very, very wrong. You gotta just, who is it gonna be? Who or what is he gonna be? Jaguar? Is that your mom's? Nah. The cheetah. Leopard, right? A tiger. Somebody said a chicken. Nah, it's definitely in a chicken. It's cool. Thank you, Sandra. Definitely not a chicken. A chicken is crazy. I ain't even gonna lie. I seen somebody say a dinosaur. A dinosaur is crazy. I haven't really done like a dinosaur page in a minute, but I had this one night when I was on her. I've done like whole pages to dinosaurs. But I ain't really been leaning towards the dinosaurs though. I'm recently at least. Not on some of these more recent pages. It just hasn't really been like my direction. But I wanted to do something that was a little bit more grounded in nature. Just to kind of start things off. A leopard. Yeah, nah. Not quite a leopard. But it is a big cat though, I will say. Second grade. A tiger. It's definitely not a dinosaur. You gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in. Black Panther 2.0. Is it a tiger? You gotta tell me what you see. Yeah, I'm about to say, nah, he's not a jaguar. Best believe. Not quite a jaguar. A cheetah. It's Napoleon Dynamite's favorite animal, a liger, part lion, part tiger. I'm back. What am I doing now? I low-key see a dragon. I'm gonna just say a feline. Nah, that don't count. A feline is that covers too much space. What kind of feline? Nah, it's not a lion. It's not a lion. It's not a cheetah. Or we just process of elimination. Yo, what's up, West? Nah, bruh. Some y'all, and low key, that's kind of cheating too. Some of y'all, okay, a lynx. Nah. Some of y'all trying to cheat, man. You trying to circle all the above. Option E, bro. This is multiple choice. A through D. How do you record this? Bro, that was never a recording, bro. It's all in your imagination. This ain't even a real page. Tiger. Yeah, option E, bro. It's all a figment of your imagination. It's coming together though. It's getting some of the more minor details. Option E is the word. Yeah, option E, bro. Option E. That's the theme of the night. Option E. Puma. Yo, what's up, Miss Dawson? Thank you. Make his nose a little bit more rounded. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Dan. A panther, a dodo. It's a very cool picture. Thank you. I'm kind of taking my time. I'm thinking I'm gonna just kind of go for it. I was kind of hesitant on how I want the shape in his head, but I'm kind of taking I'm gonna take what I actually said. How long have you been doing this for? Not taking any classes or self-taught. White Tiger would be cool, but I'm Team Panther. Nah, this is leaning more towards Tony. Think Tony, but I'm self-taught. I kind of picked up on this through my own experimenting. Yo, what's up, Kazuki? About to say, yeah, I sat there and I did like a lot of experimenting. And I just kept drawing till stuff started making sense. And in me doing that, I picked up on this. This was like a byproduct of something else. I'll make these more abstract drawing pages sometimes. That's where this came from. And I like it. I appreciate it, Dan. Love seeing you again. Welcome back, Kazuki. Indubitably. Make it to where his jaw don't get lost in the sauce. And that's crazy, bro. Thank you, West. And I've been drawing on and off for my whole life, man. But I really didn't pick up on this until like 2024-ish. That's where I started like experimenting a lot more with this kind of style, if you will. So it hasn't been like a crazy amount of time, but it's been long enough. Long enough to where you might start being able to understand shaping. Because that's really what all these are. It comes down to shaping. If you can get the shape down, ocelot, nah, you venturing too far into like the Minecraft zone. You know what's crazy? Because I was considering doing a Minecraft skeleton. That was something else that was really random. I had it on my mind. I'm not going to commit to the idea though, but I was thinking about it. Like it almost really that was going to be the theme of the page before I did this tiger. Seriously. That's all my guesses, bruh. Yeah, you got to keep on guessing, Brazil. You got to keep on guessing. You gotta throw all the darts at the board, man. All the darts. All the darts are getting thrown. A bunny? Nah, I'm not drawing a bunny, bro. Not on here. This is a kind of cat. This is definitely a kind of cat. Thank you too, Gazelle. You just said the answer. They wasn't listening, bro. They wasn't listening, so you don't gotta address what was said, dog. Whoever was listening heard the answer, but whoever wasn't, gotta be a bird. You didn't have to quote me, bro. That was federal. You didn't have to go through and requote what was stated. That was extremely federal. Say it again, didn't hear. Nah, bro. That was extremely federal. That man put out the paperwork documentation. The fact that I missed it, nah. You didn't miss anything. That man is... You said a jaguar. Nah, bro, the damage is already done. He sat there and quoted. That was crazy. Tony the Tiger, great. See, I don't even know what that means. It's my spirit animal. Yeah, that's what I would say too. I don't know what kind of animal this is. Man, they weren't locked in, bro. That's okay. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. That's completely fine. I'm a cat expert, bro. I know a jaguar when I see one. Yeah, all right. This young jaguar somewhere. Is it a fish? Shoot, I wish. I will say I had this really random page one night. I drew in a koi fish. I do like little one-off ocean pages, but that's something I don't really be venturing that far off into, like real deal fish. This drawing I started from that right eye. Where if you could get the eye down right, everything else could usually you can like get everything else down. That's what I think. Everything is shaping. Everything is shaping to a degree. How long has it been? Has it been like 14, 15 minutes, something like that? And I'm from Argentina. Yo, what's up, Karina? We gotta make up a character indubitably. I've made like one custom character. I drew in this little capybara dude this one night. Usually I don't really do customs like that. I had a couple of actual characters that already existed I wanted to do. Some customs would be nice. I had some wildlife that I was feeling for this page. I was trying to just put some animals on her that I feel like I haven't done in a minute. What would that look like? It would depend a lot on whatever I was trying to do, like whatever I was trying to draw. That's usually what it comes down to. If you could just figure out the direction you wanted to go into, bro, that's like, it's just figuring out a direction, you know. But yo, thank you for the heart me too, Jeanette. You gotta change the background noise up. It's a Margay. Do like ocean or rain. This one is more like I guess the jungle or something like that. I think the proper term for this one would be the jungle. W. Well, is this live right now? Yeah, this is live. Rain will be calm too, but too light at times. I mean, it's fine. I be trying to find stuff that's not like too distracting for me. Something that's like low key. I'm not really trying to change it up though. Yes, hey, yo, take it easy, Dami. And yo, where'd you get the noisemaker in the background? Nah, it's not like a noisemaker. It's just like a video I'll play. It's like a ambient video. Give 100 for charity. It's like a little fireplace ambience. It's not like a machine or something. I know people gonna search type of felines in the jungle. He locks in, you lock the sound. So I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to get in that's just too distracting. Something that I could just kind of put on and it's just low key. Mountain lion, no. Yo, can you do an anime character? I don't know if I'm gonna do an anime character right now. I've done anime characters before. I got like a lot of anime people that I've done like time lapse wise up. I've got like a lot of like animal drawings and stuff. Or anime drawings, not animal. I was like looking at this animal in front of me and I'm thinking, wait. But yeah, as I was saying before, man, I've done like little anime characters before. What's a cola? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what that is. Yo, take it easy too, sharks. We've done so much fiction, we need some wildlife today. But to say, I mean, fiction is cool. I've been all over the place as of recently. I've definitely been all over the place. I have some nights where I lean more towards wildlife. Then I'll have other nights where I might want to do something that's a little bit more like a mixed bag. Like I'm doing wildlife on this first page. I'm not saying I won't go back to some anime stuff. It depends. It definitely depends. I gotta just see where the night goes, you know. Gotta definitely see where the night goes. Said I got it? Nah. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And are you serious right now? Google failed me. How long you been doing this for? I've been drawing this way since probably about 2024. But really, I've been on and off drawing for my whole life. Like I didn't really, this came to me a little bit later. I didn't really discover that I could do this until a lot later in my life. But I had been drawing on and off of my right hand forever. For as long as I've like existed, bro. For as long as I've existed. It's definitely interesting to watch. It's a Bengal tiger. When you start getting the hang of your drawing style. Well, like I said, I've been doing this on and off since like 2024. But it's one of those things where the more that you do it, the deeper your understanding gets. And something I always be trying to speak on is that your quality of reference also matters a lot. I try to get halfway decent references with these. The better the reference, usually the better the outcome will be, you know? Bengal tiger. But yeah, it's something that I feel like I've like built up. It took me a little bit to be able to grasp the shapes, but you get better. You say he drew nude art in high school indubitably. That actually is not true. The most that I really drew in high school, I would make these really like obscure abstract line drawings and things. It was never anything like this. The stuff I did whenever I was in high school, it was like a lot more abstract. Way more abstract. It's like if you go to my page, I got like stuff that's called my omnilinear art. That's really what I was making in high school. And even with that, I will kind of like do it on my worksheets. It was never in the format of how I've gotten like a lot better with the presentation of it. But I would just kind of have like a lot of just loose pages. Just, you know, just a lot of different things. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Paul. Stoic figure in. What do you mean? You said, "Oh yeah, yeah." I'm about to say, "Yo, that's kind of crazy," but yeah, man. This didn't come to me until a little bit later. This didn't come to me until a little bit later. But it's something that I feel like I've like built up. But kind of going off of that though, I think that everything is shapes. The more that you can look at and understand the shaping, usually the deeper your understanding of everything else goes. Yeah, happy birthday to you too, man. And yeah, it's always the last thing you see. I would just do with you. You could definitely start selling and get your art license or something. I've had like a couple of like individual pages that I've sold, but I ain't really jumped into the line of like mass producing these or nothing like that. I kind of do it more just out of the love of the game. But maybe soon though. I've been thinking heavily into. I've been like considering what I actually want to update with my Etsy store. I've drawn a lot of pages recently, and I've been trying to just figure out what I actually want to list. Like, you know, I have like a lot of options. It's just what do I actually want to put out there? Like what am I willing to even sell? He said, I don't know. Can you do a picture of Myron? No. Put them on merchandise to sell. Even with that, maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. I'm figuring that sooner than later, I might venture off into some merch or something like that. Fascinating style, beautiful work. Yo, thank you too, Candy. And this is a reference drop. Yeah, I'm looking at a one of one pieces. That adventure page finna be gold mine to own. I was looking at a reference picture with this one, but that's what I'm saying though. You know, I'm not really. I wasn't really that interested in mass producing these like that. I have a lot of things where it's a lot more just. It's one of one. It's a lot of stuff that I just have. It's some of my original pieces that I made when I was still in high school that are like priceless to me. It's kind of like what even gave me the idea to even consider trying this way out, you know? Trying to even understand how to draw this way. It's something you build up though. The more that you do, the deeper your understanding may get. Show us a bid for them, that would be awesome. Eventually too. And you said the tiger is a terrible archetype, the lonely soldier. But sometimes the lonely soldier is efficient. I mean, the tiger doesn't, from what I understand, the tiger, it's like he just be doing his own thing in its own little solitude. But if it's effective, I don't really see an issue with that. Yeah, one of one original is more valuable than mass producing. Social kids, yeah, they're not really, I don't think they're that social. I don't think they're that social at all. They just really be vibing out, doing their own thing, living life, man. I think that's an issue. I don't think it's an issue at all. Living like Larry, man. Now, I'm thinking. See if maybe I can get like another. You should invest in an iPad and digital sketches and save your pieces. I mean, that's cool, but I'm not really that interested. I'm more interested in like just the hands-on stuff. Like the hands, I like the rawness of being able to open up my books whenever I want to and just being able to just do my own thing. Every kid you need, the line in their lives. Is this even gonna work the way that I want it to? I think it's an interesting idea, but like I said before, I like the rawness of being able to open up my books and just do my own thing. Fast is low-key better. I mean, if the iPad is your thing, that's fine too. But like I said, I enjoy the hands-on feel of every single mark, every single imperfection is mine. Your iPad could break and you literally, you lose. You lose it. I mean, yeah, you got the cloud and all that stuff, but I think that there's a magic in just having the stuff in front of you too. Like everything doesn't need to be optimized. It's great in theory, but everything does not need to necessarily be optimized. It's more like what resonates with you. We live in a time now where somebody can mass produce the most quote unquote perfect art ever. I think that like it's important to kind of stay true to that human aspect of it. Especially now, It's never been more important. The idea of AI being able to mass produce literally anything. Well, it is. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with expanding and wanting more out of art, though. I'm just saying, objectively speaking, we live in a time now, though, where it's kind of like optimization, I think, is mistaken for progress. But that isn't always the case. Does the rep and create a second drawing? No, it's usually one, but I layer the two where they complement each other in a lot. Do I ever draw anime? Yes. If you look at my page, you can see a lot of the anime that I draw. I have some nights where I do anime. Some is AI art. I think so the reason I almost said AI is not art because AI is a remix. But remixes are art. I think that whenever you hear remixed music, I think that that's still art. I think it's I don't know, man, because look, the thing about AI is there's never been a point in time where somebody has been able to press a button. I mean, I don't know, because working with prompts, I don't know if it's easy. I don't know. I don't know if I would consider it art because I don't like the idea of somebody being able to press a single button and then being able to quite literally rip. You could literally rip. It's hard. I don't think it's easy. I just don't know if I don't know. I don't know if an AI artist is on the same level as like a Renaissance artist, even though they can probably produce the same quote unquote product, bro. I don't know. It's such an interesting thing. Like, does it have that same rawness to it? I don't know if that's the case. Yeah, the guy said you can always hit the energy block. Yeah, you can hit the energy block, but just going back to what I was saying before, sometimes, I mean, just because you can optimize something doesn't always mean that's progression. Yeah, you could mass produce it, but does that raise the value of it or does that lessen it? Just because you can make more of something doesn't mean that doesn't increase the quality. If anything, you're watering yourself down the more that you. Does that make any sense? Like my thought progression here. Surely y'all understand what I'm getting at, but I don't think that I like the deconstruction depth you have going on here. But you know I think the AI is a gift and a curse. Fortunately and unfortunately, I don't think it's ever going away, despite what some people may want. It's kind of like learning to adapt. But with adapting comes just embracing the rawness of everyday experiences. I'm just like playing the devil's advocate. I get you. I mean, I'm not gonna say you might as well, but it's one of those things where it is never going away. It's kind of like the lightning has already been let out of the bottle. You can't put the lightning back into the jar. The genie's already out. We can't just return back to just how things were. You said no, it's not, and it's only temporary. Of course, it's never going away. Gotta have to adapt. It's not a natural force. I mean, what is it? An artificial force? What would you classify it as? If you had to classify it in some way, I think it takes away from authenticity. Genuine question. You prefer to write with your right or left? I'm more variety overall. And when you say it's not a natural force, what do you mean? It's made up of natural elements. From what I understand, it thinks the way that we do, or they've tried to program it to think the way that we do. It takes a lot of past concepts and it builds on it. I don't know if it learns and has that level of depth and context the way that we do. We can have broad connection. But I'm pretty sure that it's gonna get to a point to where it probably can, quote unquote, think. Why are you confusing yourself? Confusing yourself? What do you mean? The basic question is intelligence tapped into or created? I think that it is a combination of both. I think that intelligence is I don't know, because I don't know if intelligence is necessarily the ability to regurgitate stuff. I think that it's practical knowledge. Just because I can sit up and regurgitate stuff that I've heard somebody else say, I don't know if it makes me smart necessarily. You can if you can convince somebody else, yeah, man, but I don't know if you have that understanding. If you do you genuinely understand what's going on, or can you kind of just repeat back? I don't know. That's a good philosophical question, though. I don't know. That's a really good question. But from what I understand, thank you too, Joe. I agree. What do you think of when you shape? How long it take me to draw to? AI is a different perspective. But I don't know I think AI is it's a neutral thing. I don't want to vilify it. It's just It is the people that use it. It's a tool, kind of like a car. You can use a car for good or you can use it for bad. It's a tool. I think that it's great somewhat, but it has its many downsides. It's like the steam engine. It changes everything. It's a more extreme steam engine. I don't know though, man. I'm somewhere in between. I have a love-hate relationship. I hate AI personally. But I get that though, because I imagine you probably feel like it waters down life. It waters down just the experience of people. I mean, people using it for whatever they're using it for. I know it's people that have like they have businesses. Other people using it to use like in college. But it's the water situation is the biggest concern. And even that, we got a lot of data centers and stuff being built. I don't know what the long-term goal is or what the plan is. I think that's valid, the water situation. But not just that, but it's a lot of other things contributing to the water situation too. And the smarter AI gets, the more bad it'll be used for. Yeah, it's a tool, kind of going back to what we spoke on earlier. It's a tool. I think that tools are it takes on the will of whoever is using it. And if the person using it they have a negative intention in mind, unfortunately, it will, if you keep confusing yourself. When you say confusing yourself, but I'm saying you're not really elaborating. Y'all ain't going to make the evolution if you keep confusing yourself. I feel like the AI makes many things questionable. I mean, it does. It makes you question reality. Can you also write with both? I forgot what it's called. I can write with both too, Petty. I can. I'm more of a right-handed person overall, though. But I can definitely write with both of my hands. I think, man, I think that it's a really interesting thing to think about, though, seriously. Not in like a loom and gloom, let's sit down and doom kind of way. But, just, it's real. We're on the front lines of it, like we see it. Like it's going to be us. I'm assuming we're all relatively the same age. Truly it is. Like I have like a love-hate relationship with it. Yeah, like I hate the art. Like I hate the idea that somebody can sit down and mass produce a bunch of slop, but at the same time, it's a tool, You even got a yarmulke. I don't know what that means. Nice work. Beneficial. I think it is beneficial in some ways, but kind of how somebody said earlier, the water stuff. The water stuff, indubitably. AI was never meant for public access. I don't know. I think that, I don't know. It's like on one hand, being able to map, you can sit there and take anything in anybody's like face. I make this kind of art style up. No, I didn't make scribble art up. It's not mine. I didn't own it. Well, you're welcome. I think it's one of those things where it was inevitable. But I do think that it's probably been around for longer than what we know, And but it wasn't meant to be this easily accessible. It's a joke from, yo, how do you get your pens to do that? I didn't make this. I missed something else. That went by in the comment section. They've had AI since the 80s, I believe. Like there's always, from what I understand, there's always been machine learning. It's like predictions. They use it. It wasn't the AI that we know now, but a lot of the systems in place, they were used. Hold up, before I go into some detail, but I'm pretty sure that it was used to make predictions and stuff, kind of like with the stock market. I don't think that it's new. It's just the form that we have it in now. I think it's new to the public, but it wasn't. They say that it wasn't what it is now back then. I don't know. I don't really know how old it is. And it's more modern now, yeah. And do you have to be good with your left hand to do this? I would say so. You don't gotta. I mean, if you want to draw, if you want to have like a scribble art style, you don't gotta necessarily use both. This is just how I be grasping the shapes. You don't have to do this the exact same way. If you're looking to just learn how to draw, there's like a lot of different ways you can go about it. This is just how I did it because it makes sense to me. Modern means advanced. You got no enlightenment or what? Nah, I don't really know too much, man. I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on in the world around me. There's like the modern spin on it, but I'm pretty sure they've been using predictive technology for a minute, or like just predictive algorithms. Like I try to like learn Java at a point in time, and it was like a true and false statements. Either something was or it wasn't, and that's what I think everything is built off of, like true or false. I mean, to be honest, that stuff was like really confusing to me trying to learn that stuff. And so we don't need so many. Have you claimed this type of art? No, I don't really think that it's fair for me to claim it as like my own necessarily. I didn't really invent scribble art. It's a lot of other people that be making scribble art too. It's like your hand sees the vision. I don't know. I feel like your left is leading to my eyes. So they got to have computers do the real work. Yeah, like as far as like computation goes, it is a lot of computers that do a lot of the work. But I have like a picture I'm looking at as I'm drawing this, by the way, too. It's not just completely intuition. I like the Five Nights at Freddy's one you made. I appreciate it, Young Simba. That's a random one. I'm glad you messed with it though, man. I'm glad you messed with it indeed. That one was a little bit more random. I did a couple of the characters. I'm glad you liked it. That AI stuff is crazy though. Like seriously. The more that I try to like look into it, the more I realize I don't understand. The more that I look into it, the more that I'm like, I don't get it. What about generating its own true or false? What do you think? It has free will? I don't know if it has free will in that sense. I don't really know how that would work. But I just remember whenever I was trying to learn how to code for a minute, we had to do these work assignments, and it was built on true. It was like true and false statements. It was like, I think it was called like Boolean. It was like Boolean statements or something like that. It was like with Java, like base Java, like old Java, not even JavaScript. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Java and JavaScript that are two different things. In the mid 1950s is whenever it first was invented, and it was computer machinery. I can believe it. I'm pretty sure that like what we have now, I mean, it's way more. It's supposed to be more advanced, but that stuff isn't. I don't know if it's new. It's just been built on and refined over time. I started using it last year. It's so good and doesn't even look like you're trying. I'm still trying to pay more attention to it, just since it's just like I'm trying to lock in. Yo, thank you for the cap too, Lisa. I missed it. Sorry about that. Appreciate you. I appreciate you indeed. I was like looking more at my page with this one. Thank you for the slow motions too, Kayla. That stuff is crazy though. I remember like I was trying to learn Java over the lockdown. I had this teacher. Yo, thank you for this. I might have hang on. Thank you for I appreciate the heart me too, Liz. Love the Tigers. Thank you. Yo, learning Java over the lockdown was crazy. That was like character development for the worst. And she was pushing it. Yo, thank you for the Go Populous too, Liz. Yeah, when AI started getting real technical, it was around 2010s. I had to write this paper whenever I was still in my college classes, and we were writing about these machines that were assistant nurses and stuff. And just they weren't taking, at least it wasn't angled in the way of taking the jobs of anybody just yet, but it was angled to reduce the workload of a lot of nurses. I'm pretty sure that a lot of nurses, it'd be like one nurse having the job of like 17 people at once. But yo, thank you for the hat and mustache too, Kayla. Like it was angled like it was a good thing. I think it's a mixture. I think that it's a good and bad thing. On one hand, it's like, oh, this is getting sold to me like it's a great thing. But I do think that stuff, it might get a little bit rough. I appreciate the Dolphins too, Kayla. I love the idea of getting rid of the workers. You said, yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely some stuff going on too, Matt. It's definitely some stuff going on. I didn't really, I don't think that I put two and two together, but it was something going on with it for sure. It's like minimizing the numbers. Yeah, I thought that it was, I very naively thought that it was being put in place to assist the workers, but it's to be efficient with cost. It's to be efficient with cost, as with many things. I thought that was like some type of innovation or something, the way you're using the pencil look like you're knitting. Oh, you mean just bringing it to life? I done seen that analogy with knitting. I've had people tell me it look like I'm cutting steak. Like cutting steak in the way that it's coming together. I'm gonna make his ear a little bit sharper. Uncle Draw, my favorite animal. That's fine. I I don't know whether to be flattered or offended you called me Unc, but hey, G, I'll let it slide today. I'll let it slide today. A policeman running wild with AI. You should travel and sketch and make a book. Maybe eventually. I might do the Arthur Morgan method, man, and be out somewhere. I seen that story where it was one of those cameras that flagged the old lady, and she had to serve jail time for it. That's where it gets a little bit more crazy. Yeah, that would be tough running the background checks. Thank you for the dolphin too, G. Arthur Morgan, yeah. The good endings. The good endings indeed. Young Arthur Morgan. I might do like some outside stuff. I'm gonna become like a strangers and freaks mission. Somebody gonna see me just out and about one day. Yeah, but hey, the way things are looking is it's looking like a movie. So it's looking like a movie in the making. It's like we in like some kind of crazy movie or something without this AI stuff. Not just AI. There's a lot of things going on. Like from now I can't like go into I don't really know like what can slide on TikTok and stuff. We was talking about predictive technologies. I'm pretty sure that there's like databases and stuff being built on pretty much everyone. Not just even quote unquote criminals. It's I think it's a little bit of everybody. If you know what I'm talking about, I don't think you should don't say the name of the company, but just it'll be yeah, it's real. It's very real. It's very real. Anyways, no. Like I don't think you understand. You saying it's always been though. This is like some movie stuff, bro. Some movie stuff in the making. Some movie stuff in the making. I don't know if I don't think we can say the companies at hand though, but I think that what's going on is crazy. I'm gonna get his face right. Try to make it look more angled. He said it's real. How AI develops thought processes and unlearned. Yeah, that stuff is crazy. Stuff is crazy. It's crazy. Stuff is crazy. Yo, I would try. Yo, don't be trying to say, yo, I'm just all jokes, dude. Yo, thank you too, Rob. It feels weird because we're living through it. No, it definitely does. It does. It does feel weird. It's like we're literally living in a movie. We're living in like a movie or something. Not trying to fear monger. Couldn't sleep. Welcome back. We living in a movie for sure. It's like when you start seeing the stuff going on, it's like, oh wow, that's crazy. That's nice. What? Yeah, man, it's a movie. It's a movie. But the more like what's so like terrifying and amazing to me about the AI stuff though is the more that I look into it, the more it's like I realize I don't understand. It's like it's like there's levels to the game and it's an iceberg that just keeps on just expanding. They got you worried more about yeah. And things always been happening. It's just become more common and public now on social media. Yeah, that's true too. I guess that I like your mentality with it. It's like it isn't that it's necessarily more. It's just we're exposed to more. It's like we're flooded with a lot more information than what was once normal. You're being logical. Like I mess with that. You're not falling for the. I see your vision. It appears to be a lot worse than what it is. At the end of the day, these algorithms they prioritize like a hold attention. You know, it's gonna keep showing you things that might hold your attention for a little bit longer. Too much information is. I think that it's something called flooding the zones. I think that's what it's called, flooding the zone, where somebody might try to like, if you're flooded with too much information, it shuts off. It's crazy. I think it's like a war strategy. Face reveal. It cannot handle that much information. Yeah, people shut down like when you're overloaded. It's literally I think it's called flooding the zone. people don't really know. People don't really know what direction to go into because since it's like sensory overload. It's definitely a sensory overload, bro. But I mean, luckily, you know, it is what it is what it is. They do it on yeah. Strategy. I wanted to put this some more into the corner. That way its features, I don't think human beings are worthy to have power to potentially nuke whoever they want. We're kind of like AI. It's one of those things where once the cloud is out of the bottle, bro. Once the cloud is out of the bottle, what's the point? Once the cloud is out of the bottle, it's already done, bro. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna add his little whiskers on his face. I'm gonna add his little whiskers on his little face. I think that, like, practically speaking, I wanna try to look at it like hopefully people are trying to use good judgment with some of these things. Now you going back to draw one of them. Nah, not yet. Ain't no stopping it. Yeah, so my thing with the idea of ain't no stopping it, I'm gonna still try to look at things. It's still up to us, you know, regardless how bad things get. We're the ones that are in front. Yo, what's up, Logan? I'll be back. I'm gonna be here. I'm going to be here. Okay, how do I want to do this without making it seem too crowded, too crammed? Hang on, y'all. No line. Been like I almost drew in some other cats on here. I gotta see. I'm leaning more towards making this one just more oriented around tigers, though. Because I drew a tiger on the other corner. I think I want to have one on here, too. I never understood the obsessions with lions until I thought about it. Well, it's not even necessarily about an obsession. I think that they're cool little animals. I'm not drawing them on here. But just in general. I'm back to goon. Okay. I don't know why you were going to be going in here. It's plenty of... That's very, I guess. Yo, don't be saying what to me. That's what bro said. Yo, don't be saying what to me. That's what bro said, yo. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yo, thank you too, Talia. You gonna draw Bonnie Blue? No, not trying to draw Bonnie Blue, yo. No, I'm saying what to him. Yeah. Yo, I'm about to say, yo, do not shoot the messenger. I was just reading what the text said. That's what bro said to me. That's what bro said. I'm just reading the play. I'm just reading what that man just stated. I just don't know why you would. I'll take it, bro. I will take it. Nah, he tripping. Facts. This is not the goon zone, bro. I'm a streamer, but I'm not that kind of streamer, bro. This is not the goon zone. I'm just saying it's the best spot to goon because he don't discriminate. Bro, I said this is a relatively safe space, and you sat there and took it to a whole new extreme. Took it to a whole new level. I love this. Yo, thank you, man. I said this is a relatively safe space, and you just immediately jump straight off the diving board, bro. You're supposed to. It's supposed to be like a moderation. What did I miss? Bro, you missed the movie. You missed the movie. Ash Cash or Ice Spice? Wow, okay, wow. That's the question of the questions, bro. That's a hard pick, bro. Yo, wait a second. His profile picture says, wait the yo. Alright. Get him go. I'm not gonna ban you, bro. I'm a little bit confused by your method, man. I'm a little bit confused by your method. Bro, he misfired. He clicked on TikTok instead of Reddit. You in the wrong place. God, man. I'm confused by your method. Nah, it's not supposed to make sense, bro. That's the strategy. Hey man, none of my business, man. Yeah, listen, I'm not hey bro, I'm not judging you. I just don't understand. I don't understand. I've seen many comments before. I've seen many people come and go, fight together or hang separately. I mean, I'll send you vids, dog. Hey, I'm okay. I'm okay, yo. I appreciate the gesture. I appreciate the thought. I think that it's the thought that counts. I'm very appreciative of the thought, but I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. He said, yo, thank you too, Zay. He said, what? Yeah, I'm cool, bro. You can keep that, man. Please don't send me that. I'm good. I'm good, bro. Trying to make it to the big leagues, Johnny Sins level. I mean, listen, man. I think it's cool that you have aspirations, but how did you pause? How did you pull me into this? If you try and get to the big leagues on public servant, yeah, you try to get to the big leagues, yo. You trying to get to the big leagues because you my starting point. I get it, but how did you make that analysis? Like, yes, this it's random dude on TikTok, the Shades of Jason, dude. This is what's gonna kickstart. This is what's gonna pull me into the industry, bro. This is buddy right here. Oh, buddy right here. What's goon? It's nothing, man. Just don't look that up. Just stay. It's nothing, bro. We just yapping about nothing. Gotta be AI. Yeah, it's artificial. Yeah, just don't. I just thought about it. You got like 600 in here. Best place to start. Nah, this is the worst place to start. How are you doing this? I'm gonna try it. Hey, go for it. It was only through trying this that I even discovered that it made sense to me. Yo, he's heartbroken. He's in shambles. He's in shambles. Bro is in shambles. Well, how well are we doing today? I mean, you know what, man? I'm here, bro. I really can't complain. Like, I don't really got too much. I only got too much philosophically to add here. I'm on here experimenting with my pens again. I've been kind of cycling through a lot of different line pictures. Or not line, man. Yo, you got me saying line. These are tigers. Y'all over here, y'all got me glitching and malfunctioning, bro. You gotta put the idea of a lion into my mind. And I'm looking at his eye. Can I see the other one? No, not yet. Not yet. The Ben 10 one, yeah, that one is gone. If you want to see that one, that is on my page. I'm just not gonna flip to my book right now. Can we see the stripes more? Oh, you want stuff that's more defined. I'll try to define them a little bit more. Let's see what's up with that. I'm just taking my time just shaping in his little face. You could make a line, just add a mane. Well, I mean, it has that feline face. I'm trying to just take my time with him, Little buddy, I'm gonna bring him to life. Just taking my time. Stumbling down the scribbles, man. Now for his actual stripes, or some of them at least. The ones in the front. Yo, thank you for the rose too, Chief. A gorilla? I like how the camouflage tigers are. That's why, sorry. Have I done turtles before? I've done like little stabbing turtles in the past. Not anything recently, but most definitely. I've done little things like that. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. You should draw a glizzy. I'm cool, bro. I'm a streamer, but I'm not that kind of streamer. Same as being an artist. Like I be drawing stuff, but I'm not really trying to be drawing glizzies, bro. I think that's very interesting. You would ask that. I'm just trying to not draw glizzies. He got the right ideas. Nah, he got the wrong ideas, bro. He got the wrong ideas. I'm sure somebody would happily probably draw you up some glizzies though. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. You see, y'all call it Buddy Zesty, bro. Yo. You said you should do hand tracing. Nah. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Guerrero. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Indubitably indeed. Bro, I'm over here trying to like focus up. Y'all over talking about nonsense in the chat, bro. Focus. I gotta lock in. You ever talking about glizzies and can you draw meat? No, sir, bro. No. What? Are you using a reference picture? Yeah, I'm looking at a reference picture right now. And I mean, I am free-handed it too, though. Like I don't got like no guidance lines, nothing. Nonsense. What you mean? These are serious matters, bro. Do you not? We not seeing the same. We not seeing the same chat, bro. What is going on? What is going on? Y'all are distracting me. I'm trying to get these stripes right. I love the eyes. Thank you. Like what's really going on? What is really going on? You got to see the vision. These are serious things. Now listen, I'm sure that it's very serious for you. And I'm thinking for the go populars too, Blanca. Brett said draw hot dogs. Yo, that's not what he said. I gotta get real creative with how I go about. He wasn't talking about hot dogs, bro. Bro's trying to like, you can request anything. Do ASMR? Maybe eventually. If I send the rose, will you draw a glizzy? No, you're not, bro. You're not about to bribe me into being on here drawing meat, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool. And somebody else that was trying to bribe me with a rose, like, yo, if I give you a rose, you gonna do something strange for some change, bro. Nah, I'm not doing nothing strange for no change, cuz you're not about to bribe me with a rose. I do appreciate the gesture though, but like I said, I'm not doing nothing strange for no change, bro. What about 10 galaxies? Nah, I'm not trying to draw no glizzies, bro. Gotta keep you on your toes now. You're getting distracted. Getting very distracted. I'll just side though. Yo, stop trolling Jason Miyagi. Yo, it's a lot of trolling. Yo, I think that it's so crazy how like the way that the conversation just flows sometimes. Like some nights it's so interesting. I can't never really gauge where we're going with some of these. What do you do if you mess up? You just gotta own it, bro. You either own it or you're cooked. It's over. You're done. You can't reload the save state, bro. It's over. You can't drop a quick little emergency save and reload the file. It's literally, you're done. You're literally cooked. Cap? Nah, I mean, to be honest, it's not cap. You either roll with it, you can roll with it and own it, or you're done. You're literally done. It don't got to be the end of the world though. Just go into something else. I mean, yeah, you can, but sometimes it's not that simple. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Misha. I appreciate the heart puff, Misha. Thank you, thank you. It don't gotta be it don't have to be the end of the world though. That's for sure. Doesn't need to be. See what a simple how fast I finished. All right, yo. Thank you for the rose too, Misha. Yesterday I tried to draw but forgot I don't know how to draw. Yo, thank you too, GSBI. But I mean, I feel like it's one of those things where the more that you do it, the more like you build your understanding of it, man. You know, it's kind of like the more you do, the deeper you can go. It took me a second before I could just sit down and just gotta start scribbling stuff up. I had to experiment a little bit. It's one of those things where you build up over time. It might not be as clear as you want it to be at first. It might not be as clear as you want it to be at first. Guess what I thought I drawn the other day? An owl. This is scribble art though, right? Yeah. I'm leaning more towards an owl, man. What'd you think? Glizzy. Okay. That doesn't really surprise me, you know, that I'm not surprised. That I'm not surprised. Am I right now? Nah, not really. And low key is though, were you always ambidextrous? Yeah. So I'm more of a right-handed person overall, but I could always write with my left. I just kind of doubled down on it. Can't even write my name on my left. How did you learn to do that? You have to draw. You gotta draw, and you gotta draw a little bit more. The more that you do, the more that everything else can fall into place and stuff starts making sense. Stuff makes sense. The more that you do, the more that you can build on. It might take a little bit of time. Do you have an art piece you're most proud of? I have a couple where it's like that. I have a couple in my collection that sit on my bookshelf. To be honest, it's a lot that I've made like in these past couple of years. I like a lot of my omnilinear stuff. My nature stuff is cool too, don't get me wrong, but my stuff that's more obscure, and I don't really use references with my omnilinear art. It's way more obscure. Make it to where this other area is kind of angled away too. down to. And how many pins you go through every single week? Usually with these, I don't really have like a solid number, man. I don't really got a solid number at all. It's more like I kind of just adjust and adapt as I go. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of clarity. Now I see the vision though. He's coming together. He's definitely coming together. For sure. The only thing about drawing this one up here this way is he's kind of more on the corner. So it makes things look a little bit more awkward. Makes things a little bit more awkward looking. It's definitely a Rhino. Nah. Definitely not a little Rhino. It ain't a bag. I mean, it's an interesting guess. But nah, that ain't quite what I'm going for. Not on this one. It isn't quite what I'm going for. Really, yo, thank you too, Tanner. It's a young tiger. I think it's a giraffe. Nah, it's young Tony. Young Tony. Stop it. It's definitely a young bird. Nah. Hey, take it easy, too. Take it easy, take it easy. Here this one is. I'm gonna leave that one as he is. I'm thinking that more towards the bottom corner. I kind of want to do. Let me see. Let me give him his little whiskers. It's a little. Just finished welding. I got hired. Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up indeed. Do a cub? Let me see. To be honest, I gotta make sure I even got enough space for one. Down here. Gotta make sure I give little buddy enough space. Hey, to stop thing. Who am I drawing right now? Yo, what's up, Goku Joe? This is a little tiger cub. I'm just going through trying to get like the more intricate designs of his patterns. They almost look like baby cats, but they're not quite. Yo, thank you for the rose too, SLS. Yo, yo, what's up, Shopman? I don't know what that means, bro. I see you though. Get his little head shape right, man. That's where things are the most dangerous with these, I find. Just shaping out his little head. If you could do that, usually you can bring the rest of them to life. Usually. Yo, what's up, Sonny? Usually. Just give little buddies like actual face structure right. How'd you find you can? Bruh, is that ET? No. It's not a young alien. Or extraterrestrial. I've done like little aliens and stuff before, but that ain't really what Buddy is, to be honest. This is something else entirely. It isn't an owl or anything like that either. I found that like I ain't really made any kind of just pages dedicated around this animal right here. It's not quite a young ET. I don't know. The fly. Nah. Russell, I personally love those cheap pens. They writes better. You could do shades. Oh yeah, with the way that everything comes together, you could just layer it, bring everything more to life. Way more. Way more. Yo, thank you for the rose too, seeing. And bro, what is it? It's a little tiger cub face. It's not an extraterrestrial or nothing like that. Despite the guesses, you speak like Bob Ross and do ASMR. He's like a little tiger cub. Or not even like, he is. He actually is. Still like he was like it was like up for debate. Young Simba, nah, he's not an extraterrestrial. Simba from space. Simba was a lion. This is not a line. Something else entirely. Tigers are just alien lions. The way it's cool. I see your vision. I see your vision. How fast can you do one of these? It might take me like an hour to get through a page or two. Thank you. I like how, wait. Thank you for the squirrel too straight. Like how it only has one ear. It shows the current conflict we have in the world. Well, I wasn't even done with, bro. I wasn't even done with little buddy. Thank you for the finger art too straight. What's your favorite cartoon other than regular show? I'm leaning more towards my favorite cartoon. Maybe like a SpongeBob or something, man. SpongeBob or what's another solid cartoon? SpongeBob or I feel like Adventure Time is typical. I like the Adventure Time though. It's like another. Thank you for the squirrels too, straight. What immediately comes to mind whenever I think of just go to shows? SpongeBob is one. That's like a Hall of Famer. SpongeBob is pretty typical too, but I like SpongeBob. From what I remember, at least. It's been a little minute. It's been a little minute indeed. '2000s classics, yeah. Rick and Morty. I'm gonna be honest, like I remember watching Rick and Morty back in the day, but I feel like it stopped for a minute or something. It was the same situation as with One Punch Man. I swear it was going and then it just had like a nice little pause. Then after the pause, man, it was like, I don't know where it went, if it was just done. Did it ever end for the people that watch Rick and Morty? Does anybody even know? Just out of curiosity, before I get started on this next, I'm gonna take my hoodie off. What did you think about One Punch Man? I didn't finish it. I watched One Punch Man until the very. It ended up kind of like it's on season 9 now. I feel like it just stopped for a minute. I want to say I remember it stopping, and then after it was completely stopped, then that's when I just looked up, and then I think that it might have started again, but I don't really remember. Just finished season 8. You said the Rick voice guy got in trouble with something and it's still going, but with a different dude. That sounds about right. I don't really know too much about the actor, but I can see it putting things into kind of postponing the process of the show. trying to find a good quality picture, y'all. One that's of good quality. He got in trouble, but the Morty voice guy was chill. Wasn't the dude that voiced him, wasn't he like the whole everything to the show? Wasn't he like the writer, the director? He created the idea. So that's extremely tough, bro. If so, that is extremely, extremely tough. With this picture, I was trying to find something that didn't really seem too much like what I had already done before, picture-wise and reference-wise. I wanted him to look a little bit different. What style is this? Some Frosted Flakes right now. It'll bust right now. Pause. How does it get paid? You guys have your artworks featured in museums? Nah, I do this more just for the love of the game. Yo, we gotta keep you away from Tony, bro. We gotta keep you away from Tony. Yeah, Gator, you're S4K right there, bro. You're done. Paperwork. 4K. You have a reference picture, or it's all from my head? Tom fading? Nah, I'm looking at reference pictures for this one. You kind of worded that in the craziest way. Yo, they about to quote you, bro. You're getting quoted. Anyways, man, in all seriousness, I hear you though. Yo, like late night cereal, greatness. Frosted Flakes do be hitting. I don't know about busting, bro, but hey, bro. I see the vision. I see the vision. Definitely a sleeper banger. Definitely great. This isn't an ad either. This isn't an ad. It's not an ad, bro. This is just recognizing just great cereal. You think one of those times you could show a koi fish? Yo, like one of my more recent time lapses, I had a koi fish. I'm not pulling it out right now because I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's on one of my pages in my collection. And how good are you without reference pictures? I'm pretty decent. Not like in the crazy way, but I can like try to make something happen. I probably could draw like a Pikachu or something without a reference picture. That's just about it. That's like the full extent of what I be doing. I don't really have too many designs where I'm like I can identify something without seeing it. Maybe that's what I'll try to do one day. I might try something. Have I done a Charizard? Yeah, I've done Charizard before. If I draw some Pokemon, I probably won't draw Charizard, though. I won't even lie to you, bro. Just because Charizard is more typical. He's one that everybody usually asks for, and I don't really... He gets a lot of love. He's the face. I want to do somebody that we don't normally see every day. And, you ever have the world's most... Wait, what does that mean, Matt? You got post-traumatic kitty stress. Yo, ain't that like a syndrome they get where for whatever reason as babies they could literally just... Nah, I ain't never had it happen to me, man. Ain't that just like a thing? But I did a Charizard recently. Relatively recently, at least. Can't they just, like, literally unprovoked? What's my favorite? Definitely a Dragonite. Or something, somebody in that lane. I'm a big fan of young Dragonite. If I had to choose, it's a couple that I like a lot. It's a couple that I definitely mess with. I might do some Pokemon when I get done with this one. I don't think I'm gonna do a Dragonite though, to be honest. I wanna do something else. Do somebody entirely different. What are you drawing right now? Yeah, we were before. And think twice or 15 times. Hisuian. Sluggo is, do you do giraffes? Incineroar. Giratina slams Dragonite for real. But Giratina is like Giratina is a legendary, bro. That's like a legendary dragon. I don't really. Slams dragon. That's a legendary dragon, bro. Of course he does. I don't think I'm gonna do a giraffe on here. I don't think I'm gonna do a giraffe on this one. I've done giraffes before. I'm just not feeling it for this one. I've done them before. You should draw Shred. I'm assuming you was typing Shrek. Even Shrek, I've done Shrek before. I kinda just wanna draw some Pokemon. Definitely done Shrek before. Man, when I drew Shrek, what I did actually was I like drew in a bunch of the other characters with him. I drew in Pinocchio, Shrek, and Donkey. Young Butterflies. Even them too. I'll be all over the place with a lot of these sometimes. I ain't really done butterflies in a minute, but I've done them before. Some like my past time lapses. Definitely. How about Ninja Turtles with the Shredder? I've done the Turtles, and I've drawn a Shredder. I haven't drawn them together. I have like a couple of just one-off pages with one or the other. But nothing to worry. They're just like together. Young SpongeBob. Maybe. Thank you for the roses too, Max. Nothing just immediately to where they're all together. Let me see. Do you ever know what they're saying? Hey, you know how they're saying to stop AI robots? Hey man, this gives me ASMR. I'm not really like trying to be an ASMR person, but you're not the first person I've had tell me that. But nah, I don't know what you're saying, Matt. You say, yeah, he's really just chilling, bro. This one, he's a little guy, bro, just vibing. They're literally cats. They're literally cats with camo on them. Special camo. Thank you for roses too, Max. But we're just giving out support. Nah, I didn't take it the wrong way. I got you. How I start drawing this way. It just helped me understand the shaping. I just doubled down on it. I didn't take it the wrong way. I was just saying. This one was all based around tigers. This one was a lot of different tigers. Both older and younger. Just a lot of different tigers. But as I was saying before, I'm thinking that I don't really want to draw. I think I'm gonna move away from, I guess, realism nature. Please do lions next. Can you do the technique? And I don't think that I'm gonna do any more of the tigers for now. Not right now. I'm gonna do something else. Buildings be cool. Detroit Lions, careers. Yeah, I'm thinking I had a couple of Pokemon that I wanted to draw. I had a couple of Pokemon that I wanted to put onto the paper. What do you say at the beginning of your videos? I'll usually be like, for this ambidextrous video, for this ambidextrous strong video. You should draw a Furnip after this. I'm doing like a whole little collection. A whole little collection. Or a whole set, if you will. This one's gonna be some Pokemon though. I'm moving away from just flat out wildlife. That was more like just I had that idea in the back of my mind. I just wanted to just kind of kick the night off strong with it. But it's gonna be something entirely different. Let me center this a little bit more. Let me center this just a little bit more. Yo, what I'm drawing right now, I played through, it's been years, but I played through this game called Pokemon Fire Red. And for some reason, one of the things you had to do was hunt after this little like legendary. And it could do this, it had this game breaking glitch where for some reason it could do this action. And when it would do this action, it would literally just completely take it out of your game forever. You can never find it, you can never see it ever again. Articuno. Nah, it's not Articuno. It's not a bad guess though, but that's not what this is. Just gave some of the background lore. There was a line and chased the lines off. You say young Entei. It was Entei. I'm surprised you got what was going on, but for some reason Entei could use this like, it was a thing. I guess it just never got fixed, but they sat there, it could like do, it could use Roar, and upon using Roar, it would just remove it from your game forever. Like literally, you could just couldn't find it ever again. I don't play the games, I just watch the card game and watch the shows. I mean, you don't really gotta play the game. Like even if you didn't play the games, you could have like a good enough knowledge just kind of collecting the cards, especially if you play back in the day. I don't really know too much about what's going on now, but if you're somebody that was getting into it back then, you probably done seen this one. Did I go to art school? No, I didn't go to art school for this. This was more like something that I just kind of like learned just from my own experimenting. Something I learned in my own experimenting of the drawings themselves. You'll be selling these? Yes, if you are interested in buying any of these pages, DM me. Definitely DM me. And do you ever draw Naruto characters? I've done a couple of Naruto characters before. It's been a while though. Relative, like I've had like nights where I've done like little time lapses. I might hop on these lives sometimes, but it's been a minute. By a minute, I mean like a couple of days. W Sui Code. I naturally went to the woods and apparently all was naked. Said must be naked too. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information, but hey bro, that's what's up. Pokemon, yo. What's good, Silver? I don't know how I'm supposed to make it that information, bro. Yo. That's what's up though, yo. How long have you been doing this for? I've been drawing off this way since 2024. But I've really been drawing for like my whole life. I didn't really discover I could do this until relatively recently. This thing comes to me into a little bit. Besides Dragonite, who else is my favorite? Bro, I got a couple, man. I like the Yin and Yang dragons from Gen 5. I like a lot of Gen 5 Pokemon. That's like that was my whole introduction. I think that everybody got their own signature generation that they kind of like became familiar with the series with. But that was the one for me. That was like what really pulled me in. Gen 5. Like what when y'all think of Pokemon, man, if y'all even know of Pokemon, what like pulled you in? What game was like, all right, I'm definitely messing with what's going on here. My bad. Zekrom and Reshiram so peak. They are peak. They're definitely peak. I love their designs, even to this day. Even though they're kind of older now. Definitely love their designs. That was like what really pulled me into the series. Young Sonic. Nah, this one isn't Sonic. Sonic is an interesting guess, but nah, that ain't really what I'm doing here. That ain't really what's going on here with this one. My favorite Pokemon out of the water. Because Oshawott, because he was your first ever. Oh, he was the one you picked whenever you first got on. That's pretty solid. Samurai, that's pretty solid indeed. And do I be drawing large scale drawings? So what do you do? Usually these ones are like the biggest ones that I do on like 9x. It's 9x12, these pages. But I haven't really done anything that's like massive scale yet. And which set of the starters is my favorite personally? See, I like Gen 5 too, but I also like the generation with Trico. It got Trico, Mudkip, and what's the other one? I can't think of the fire one, bro. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I like that generation too. Gen 3, yeah. You said that's young? Torchic, yeah, Torchic. That wasn't my first generation, but I started like in Gen 5. But Torchic Blaziken is cold. Blaziken is definitely cold. Because Gen 3, is it Gen 3 or is it Gen 2? Which one was Metagross introduced? It done been a minute, bro. Like, you starting to see the cracks in my armor. Like, that's young Chapo, bro. Gen 3. Metagross goes hard. See, that's a good question, Matt. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Gen 2 was Totodile. I like that generation too with Totodile and Cyndaquil. Typhlosion and Feraligatr. That goes hard too. As far as Chikorita, I ain't never really used Chikorita. I won't even lie to you, bro. That's like, hey, Chikorita. Shout out to Chikorita, bro. Man, I can't believe it, bro. For Typhlosion needs the Mega. Typhlosion, I don't even remember if Typhlosion, you said does it need it or was it like a bad one or something? Because if it was trash, that's entirely different. I don't really remember Typhlosion if it had a Mega or not. I just remember that I like Metagross's design. That's like one of my favorites. Absolutely goes hard. It needs it. But I'm gonna be honest, man. I really don't even be playing the new gen stuff. I'm more of like an older gen. If I really will sit down and play the games again, I'll play through the older stuff first. I haven't really just immersed myself fully into one of the newer games, and it's been a minute. The 3 dogs need Megas. Do they really, though? Would it take away from what they already represent, what they symbolize? I don't know if they really need them. It's more just for the love of the game. Fraligator and Meganium got one recently, but Typhlosion is the only Gen 2 starter without one. Now, I'm going to tell you what's weird. The fact that they will give all the other ones Megas, but not... That's weird. It's very weird. But I guess maybe he'll get one eventually. Maybe eventually. Discrimination against Typhlosion. Facts. It's just weird that they would do that. They would include all the other starters and then the only, like, the one starter. I think it's because he was in the Legends game before and got a regional form, but still, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, but still, I mean, what does that really got to do with anything, though? You could still let bro. They just weren't trying to let bro shine, bro. Some hating stuff. But I haven't really touched any of the games since like Gen 6 and 7, bro. So think Sun and Moon. I ended up buying Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, but I didn't even play that for real, bro. Like I owned it for like a year, and I just eventually just got rid of it because like I didn't even. I was like, I think I'm cool, bro. I think that I am cool. Fact, Sun and Moon is probably the best newer generation. I played through the first Sun and Moon, but upon realizing that, I think that yeah, it's not really new no more. It came out a minute ago. That stuff is not even new no more, man. That's what's so insane about it. It done been around for a minute now. It came out a minute ago. I'll make the little spikes on his back sharper. Sun and Moon were cheeks. I don't even really remember what it was about, bro. With the other games, I have like a somewhat. There's like certain things I could be like, okay, yeah, this brings me back. I'm gonna tell you another one that I really like playing through. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Those Heart Gold and Soul Silver were really solid too. If you've never played any of the games, that's definitely worth getting into. If you like looking for something to experiment with. Great games, especially if you're already like a fan. I remember whenever I was playing through Heart Gold for the first time, my cousin was like, dude, this is like peak. I sat there and I had the luxury of being able to go through and just play. Like I was emulating on my computer. And like my cousin, I was like playing through. He was watching me play through and he was kind of like, there's an episode of SpongeBob where he has like a walkie in his ear and Patrick is kind of guiding him on where to go. My cousin was like, and he was like helping me out just to know where to go whenever I was playing through. But Heart Gold is really good. I tried to get into shiny hunting on Heart Gold. Shiny hunting really ain't for the weak, man. I remember just sitting down, soft resetting for hours straight. I'm like, yeah, this ain't for me, bro. You gotta have the patience of like a Titan to be able to shiny hunt. Like I was reading this Reddit story about this dude that was shiny hunting Mewtwo for like 10 years. Like, brother. I shiny hunt Kyurem for like 2 weeks. It was Kyurem and it was Ho-Oh I tried to shiny hunt. I was like, I'm cool, bro. This is not for the weak. This is not for the weak. Shiny hunting for 10 years, yo. 10 years? That's like a decade right there, man. 10 years? 10 years. Shiny hunting is horrible. I just use an action replay to make everything shiny. But I don't want to cheat. Like if you sit there and cheat the experience, that's not the same, bro. If you genuinely find it, that's pretty goated. But I don't know. It's not, you don't get that same hit. Like it don't hit the same if you cheat it in. I mean, yeah, you still have it, but it ain't the same magic. Like, yeah, it sparkles, but it ain't the same sparkle of I actually sat down and yo, shiny hunting is pretty. That's an interesting experience for sure. That ain't for the weak, bro. I tell you, that is not for the weak. I thought I was really doing something trying to get. The only shinies that I found, I found shinies on accident, but I've never just found one trying to hunt for one, if that makes any sense. It's always been whenever I had this one experience whenever I was playing through Fire Red and I ended up finding the shiny Golbat. I wasn't even looking for, bro. I was trying to figure out where Mewtwo was at. That's doing too much. Yeah, sitting there soft resetting over and over. It's people that do it. People that have done it successfully. I don't understand it. But it ain't, hey, bro, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. One second. That ain't, yeah, you gotta, bro, you gotta have like the patience of some type of monk to be sitting there soft resetting for days straight. Days. And not only that, I see the counters. Definitely better to find it. Oh, it's doing too much. Yeah, counters 1,000 plus. Imagine, it's psychological. Like you're building it up. What's your favorite legendary? My favorite legendary. Who is my favorite legendary? Man, let me see. Let me think. I like Mewtwo, but Mewtwo is typical, bro. Shiny best legendary. Who is a really solid pick? From what I remember, Hoopa's pretty cold, but Hoopa was the one that could open up the portal to all the different legendaries. It's somebody else. I like Latios and Latias. I don't think I've ever drawn them in before, but they go pretty hard. They go pretty hard too. The red and the blue dragon. It's Origin Dialga. Hoopa is overpowered. I don't even know what Origin Dialga looks like. I had a... I don't even know what... Dialga and Palkia go hard too. From the Sinnoh region. Now I think about it, I played through Platinum as a kid, but I don't know if I ever beat Platinum. I'm gonna have to figure something out there. To figure something. That's crazy. Requires a sick too. Yeah, Green Dragon. Him and Groudon and Kyogre. It's very solid indeed. I can't even hate on it, bro. Giratina, yeah, from the Sinnoh region. It's cold. And he had the it was like not the upside down world, but it was the distortion world. It's very solid indeed. Time to fall asleep? Nah, bruh. Sleep is for the weak. Literally. Mega Ray will look sick. I caught a shiny in my Pokemon Go account, but I lost my account. Yeah, I know you in shambles, bro. Heartbroken. I don't think I done logged into my Pokemon Go account since like 2017, bro. Or whenever Pokemon Go came out. I feel like when in like 2016, 2017, I ain't played Pokemon Go in a minute. I remember whenever it first dropped, like I didn't even have enough phone data. It was crazy. It like fried my phone data, yo. I also had a Mewtwo all day. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, shambles, bro. I remember dudes was getting hit. I ain't gonna lie, dudes was getting hit by cars playing Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go had the world in a chokehold. You gotta just beat her. Dudes getting hit by cars playing, like you gotta be a fiend. I know it was serious, bro, but it wasn't that serious, man. I'm gonna do the re-download it. Yeah, you about to re-download it, run it up. That's gonna be banished. I'm gonna tell you, I got like Subway Surfers on my phone, and I ain't touched it, I don't think, in years. Young Subway Surfers. I remember like it was like a thing on here where it would be a dude talking. It would be like a video of a dude talking, and you'll have like a video. It would be like a Subway Surfer dude going crazy. Like you would just be listening to a Reddit story or something. And there'd be a dude running around on Minecraft or Subway. It would be something. If you draw on a dog trail, you got to do hole in the center towards the bottom. Maybe if there's space. Maybe. He said, young, no. I just remember dudes getting hit by cars playing Pokemon Go. Like, I remember seeing it on the news and stuff. You talk too much, JK. And then there was another page where you could do the bird trail with Lugia. Or Lugia. Yo, what's up, G? And that's kind of why I was hesitant on drawing in. Oh, maybe. I gotta see. Because if I did Ho, I want to do Lugia too. Just to go ahead and like match the whole generation, you know. But thank you for the heartbeat too, Michael. Just some ideas. I'm not fully committing to anything just yet. I just know that I want to put the legendary dogs on here before I get too ahead of myself. I want to keep it more grounded first before I start like implementing like a million different ideas. Let me just focus up for the simple stuff first. And then I could move on to the more complex ideas. Can you do a 95 Ford Thunderbird? Probably not right now. I might do some cars later on. I'm not promising that one. I might do some cars. I gotta see, bro. I gotta see. As I was saying before, I'm doing one thing at a time, though. One thing at a time. Or you could do the legendary birds. I feel like I've had like pages where if I haven't drawn them all together, I've done like little one-off pages with say Articuno or Zapdos. If that's what you mean when you're talking about the OG legendary birds. It's been a little minute though. I can't even lie. I definitely have drawn in Zapdos before. I can't tell you which page he's on, but I definitely remember drawing in Zapdos. The big bird with a bunch of that's what I was thinking, Turtle. I feel like I want to say something. I'm like, I definitely have done Zapdos before. I don't think that I just drew him with his designated other set of birds. And if I have, it's been a minute. I'm like, man, I know. I feel like I've sat down and done it before. Young Big Bird, I guess you could say. Or Sesame Street Oscar. Suicune is the coldest legendary dog, literally. And Suicune be ore farming, like Piccolo from what I remember at least. I remember he was the only one that didn't run from you whenever you tried to find him. The other ones, they literally did the dash. Like you had to chase them all around the region, but Suicune would be posted up waiting on you. Ore farming. Bro, be posted up. You seen the new forms? No. I haven't really played anything. I haven't really touched any of the new games. I'm only as familiar with them as the last I seen them on the old games. kind of like I'm like a almost a unk of the games, bro. Even though I'm not really, but I ain't really like anything new. I'm not at all really in touch with. New forms low key ruin them. Well, I mean they're so much older. Like, did they really need them? I'm not even. I mean I'm gonna put it like this. I ain't really seen them anyway to be able to say whether they're good or they're bad. I mean, they're like, ain't they like 30 years old or something? Do they really need them? Honestly. Is there rain? Nah, not quite rain. It's not a bad guess though. It's like a little fireplace ambience I'll put on sometimes with these. That way it just doesn't get too quiet. If things happen to slow down a little bit, you know. Yeah, that's exactly who this one is. I'm just drawing in the legendary dogs. You know, he looks like a tiger. He's a legendary dog though. Definitely looks more like a little tiger. Young Tony. But he's not quite young Tony. It's more like a Rufus or a Buford. I mean, I know exactly what it is. I'm glad you seen him. I'm glad you seen him. Yo, thank you for the rose too, funny. Yeah, man, I appreciate it, funny. I'm doing some of like just the small details on my guy right now. Let me see. I'm gonna get his tail shaped in. It's like once I get his tail, then I think I'm gonna move on to the next one. I want his tail to look kind of sharp, you know? Gotta get it just right. Yo, thank you for the heart me too, Carlos. Hey, I appreciate it, Quan. Thank you do to me. All right, as I was saying before, all right. This is for the legendary dogs so far. This is what I got. This is what I'm working with. It's yeah. I gotta get a good pic. I gotta find a good picture so we can. Yo, thank you for the sweaty teddy too, Carlos. Thank you. And I appreciate the rose. It's funny. Let me. Gotta be a better way from the angle of this. So I can just better see what I'm trying to do. All right. Yo, thank you for the army too, Gen X Gen. Thank you. Let me see. Let me get his. It's too quiet ass something. What are you thinking? Out of the legendary dogs, which one is your favorite? I'm gonna be honest, I happen to just kind of zone in a little bit more. Now you seeing why I like to put on like little background ambience, because sometimes it'll be a point where I might not say anything. I'm still here. You said, hey yo, what is that? I'm drawing this is a whole lot of different Pokemon right now. They're the legendary dogs. It's like a whole little collection of some of the older Pokemons. Say, yo, what is that? Who's that Pokemon? That's a good question. What do y'all think? What do y'all think this one is? Now I feel like I know you're just locked. I like Entei the most, but what about you? I like, Entei is solid, but I'm gonna tell you, I've always gravitated more towards Raikou. I like his design. He looked like I don't know how to explain it. You know how some legendaries they look like they're legendaries. He looks like a saber-toothed tiger. Like you can't. I mean, between the two, this gives me more of a dog vibe over this. This gives me more like a cat, saber-toothed tiger. He got like a cool little look to him. He's one of my more favorite legendary designs, I would say. I would definitely say he got like a cool little look to him. Instead of reindeer, still hailing and raining where you live, or it's repeat live like TikTok loves to do. No, this isn't like a repeat live. It's like a little sound I put on. Darkrai was goated. Darkrai does go hard. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. None of these be repeats. What I'll do is I'll just I'll plug the same ambient sound. You got a solid design for sure. Let me see something. You have other drawings that are complete? Yeah. A lot of what I've done before, if you want to see some complete stuff, is all on my page, like in time-lapse form. I wanted to learn how to draw, but I'm so bad. Nah, bro, but that's one of those things where you build it up over time. Even if you don't immediately get it, you build on it, bro. You might not be perfect at first, but you got to be willing to be bad before you can be good. It just takes time. It took me a little bit of time before I was able to make sense of the shapes that I wanted to do. It's gonna take time. I mean, you never know. Like, you might mess around and try and learn faster than what you think you will learn. You don't know. You can never know until you try. In like a stereotypical motivational kind of way. Let's talk about buttered sausage. No. What you got like a special buttered noodle brand you got? Nah. Might order a kit on Amazon. And I'm a little bit wiser too. I just like the way that it looks. Simply for the love of the game, bro. You got free will. You got the freest will. Let's see. How long did it take me to draw one portrait? What's your top three? Definitely Dragonite. Dragonite, that's a good one. I like top three, Dragonite, Gyarados, and maybe a Reshiram or a Zekrom. Don't ask me to choose because I don't even know, bro. It could go either way. I like the legend, the Yin and Yang Dragons from Gen 5. They all go hard. The Yin and Yang Dragons. They all go hard, bro. Let me just take the full set. You draw Pokemon? Yeah. Don't make me choose, bro. That's a difficult choice, man. It's a difficult choice indeed. Any cards? You know what? I used to collect back in the day, Carlos, but I've since gotten rid of most of my collection. When I was like in elementary and stuff, or elementary and middle school, I used to love to trade them. That was like my thing. These drive teachers insane, just trading cards, like just for the love of the game, strictly. Man, you still got like your collection? Did you ever collect? I like a lot of like the older card designs. And do you draw any backgrounds for Pokemon or just keep them by themselves? Usually I'll keep them by themselves. I'll strictly kind of just have it to where they're directly on the page. It got the most ore for sure. Same, yeah, bro. I got all my cards, never getting rid of them. You know, I don't really blame you though, because it's like it's sentimental value, man. It's like it was like a part of your journey, bro. If I'm assuming if you're not in school anymore, hold too much sentimental value. I could understand never want to get rid of them. Definitely get it. It's like they're yours. You might as well cherish them while you still can. You gotta cherish them. That's memory. Have you played the mobile TCG game? I would be cool to make some sort of immersive art. You know, not really. I remember like there was like the online card game back in the day, but I never really got into the online aspect of it. The most that I would do is just trade the cards whenever I was in school, but I would never really go as far as getting into the online games. I really enjoyed the aspect of just having the cards, having them, trading them, just doing whatever you was gonna do with them. Definitely get it. I remember they would have the little. I'm still a junior in high school. I've been collecting since like second grade. Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a part of your journey, bro. It's a part of your journey. You can't get rid of them. Not yet. Not yet. I remember I had mine all throughout school too. Whenever I was still like going through school. So that's just it's a rite of passage, bro. It's a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey for sure. You can't get. It's like it's priceless. Growing up, we actually dual cards. Sorry, bro. What is that? They hold a special place in my heart. Now everybody just collects. I don't. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I think that it's become more popular recently. But whenever I was collecting them, you could still go to the store and get them. Like they were on the shelf. Like you didn't have to go and like it wasn't like there wasn't those weird card machines and stuff. I don't really collect anymore. But this is a Pokemon called Suicune. He's like he's like a dog. I think like a special dog. If I could describe him to somebody that don't know what Pokemon is. If I had to categorize, bro, he's like a magical dog. It's literally what he is. I think that it's become It's become more popular recently. I think that it's become more of like an investment strategy. It wasn't always that though. People used to genuinely do it like out of the love of the game. But it's become like an investment strategy. People treat it as a lifestyle, I guess. People treat it's now it's something else entirely. It's definitely become something else. Lefty, you said facts. People try to. It's crazy how much things can change. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I'm gonna sharpen this little part around his actual head. The way it just makes it a little bit clearer as to what the heck is going on here. I'm thinking, but yeah, for this page, I ended up doing the legendary dogs. I'm thinking that here's these three. I'm thinking that I'm gonna leave this one the way that it is. I think I'm gonna leave it. Inte, you said bro got the most aura out of everybody on the page. I wanted to put them all on here without it taken away from none of them. I think I'm gonna leave this one as it is though, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it a little bit earlier than usual. But here's for the legendary dogs. I done put everybody up to the same page. But as I was saying before, man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this live. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Until next time, man. Indubitably indeed. Indubitably.